This is a series on every country and how they got their name. For this video, let's do the countries starting with the letter A. Let's start with Afghanistan. The name Afghanistan can be split into two parts, Afghan and Stan. Afghan refers to the Pashtun people, the major ethnic group in Afghanistan. Stan is a Persian suffix, which means place or land of. Therefore, Afghanistan means place of the Pashtuns, or land of the Pashtuns. The word Afghan can be traced to Afghana, a legendary chief who was a grandson of the Israeli king Saul, and son of Ermiah, also known as Jeremiah. The word Afghan could have also come from the Sanskrit word for the people of Hindu Kush, Asvaka, a word meaning something related to horses. Next is Albania. The name Albania most likely comes from the Illyrian tribe known as the Albanoi, and their city, Albanopolis. It could also come from a word for hill, Alb, which is also possibly where the name for the Alps came from. After Albania comes Algeria. Algeria gets its name from its capital, Algiers. Algiers gets its name from the Arabic word Al-Jazir, which means islands. This is for the 4 islands which are off of Algeria's coast. Next is Andorra. There are many theories on how Andorra got its name. Some say it is from the Andesins, who were an Iberian tribe that fought the Carthaginian Empire. The name could also come from the Arabic word ad-dra, meaning thick, vast woodland. It could also be based off of the Navarro-Aragonese language, in which Andurrial means bushland. One final theory is that it is based off of the city in the Canaanite region, named Andia, or Enda. Next up is Angola. The name Angola is based off of the name for the rulers of Ndongo and Matamba, a joint kingdom in modern Angola. The rulers used the word Angola as a title. From this word the name Angola came to be. After Angola is Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua means ancient in Spanish, and Barbuda means bearded in the same language. The Antigua part most likely came from Christopher Columbus, who named it after Santa Maria la Antigua, after a church in Seville, Spain. The bearded part either refers to the inhabitants of the islands, or the bearded fig trees which also live on the islands. After that we have Argentina. Argentina is based off of the word for silver, or of silver in Italian, Argentino. This is because of the Silver Mountain legend. The Silver Mountain legend is a legend that states there was a gigantic source of silver in the center of South America. This legend was based on indigenous stories saying there was a mountain of silver in the middle of the continent, ruled by a white king. After Argentina comes Armenia. Armenia was originally called Haik, after the founder of Armenia, a direct descendant of Noah. The name Armenia most likely came from Aramaniak, the great son of Haik. It could also have come from Aramaniak's great-great-great-grandson, Aram. Another possible origin of the name Armenia is from the ancient Bronze Age kingdoms of Armani and Arm. The Eurasian word for inhabitants of Arm was Armani, which is another possible source. Next is Australia. How Australia got its name is relatively simple. Before Australia was even found by Europeans, they had a proposed continent in the south called Terra Australis, meaning southern land in Latin. When they found there actually was a continent in that location, the Europeans naturally started adapting the name. It evolved into the name of the current country, Australia. After Australia, we come to Austria. Austria's German name, Österreich, comes from the word for eastern realm. Austria is to the southeast of Germany, so the name makes sense. Finally, we have Azerbaijan. The name Azerbaijan most likely comes from the name Atropates. Atropates was the Persian governor of the area, then the Macedonian governor, and then finally the ruler of the area as an independent kingdom. Atropates might mean land of holy fire, or protected by holy fire. The name Atropates evolved to Turptkin, then Darbdagan, then Dorbin, then Zarbidjan, and finally Azerbaijan. The name could have also come from the Persian words Tsar and Payagan, meaning fire and protector respectively. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something.